Thank you.
Thanks, Kay.
What a
See you later.
story we have for you now, because our next guest has had a very interesting and unusual career change. She's very happy with it. She says it's the best thing she's ever done. Her name's Nicole Mitchell. We're joining her now from Orange County in California, USA. She grew up in a strict religious family, and eventually she trained to be a pastor within her church.
But after struggling with her faith, she decided to abandon the pulpit and she started an erotic website where she has thousands of followers. And she's up very early this morning. It's about 4 a.m., I think, in Orange County, California. Nicole Mitchell, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome.
Very good to see you. Has it been a working evening for you tonight?
It has. It's been a mixture of pleasure and business. I spent some time with a friend tonight and then got some work done before joining you all here.
So your work, when you say work, Nicole, so your work tonight would have been taking erotic photos, loading them onto your website. Is this is a website that people then pay to view?
Yes, yeah, it's uploading those photos and videos, and it's also contacting them and messaging them. It's a little community we build where they can get to know me in ways that they can't on social media, and it's an amazing, amazing space.
But what is really amazing is the path that took you there, Nicole, and I think that's what will interest people most, because there could hardly be such a greater contrast. Not only were you religious, not only did you have a faith, but you actually had a role within your church before you became XXX. Tell us about that role.
Yes, I've always been part of the church and loved my people and did everything I could to fulfill my leadership calling in the church until I could no longer fit there, where the fullness of who I was wasn't welcomed. I was queer. My church didn't accept queer people. And I had these desires to express myself in ways I'd never been able to. And I decided to finally step into the unknown and see where it would lead me. And it's led me here. And I'm very, very grateful for it.
You were married to John. So when was this part of you coming out? Did John know about your sexuality when you married, or is it something you struggled with? Has he helped you to come out?
Yes, John is a beautiful soul, and I didn't know my sexuality when I married him. I thought I was straight, and it was 6 or 7 years into our marriage that I realized I was not straight, and I knew he would be the one person who would understand and support me. So he was the first person I told, and when I told him, he looked at me and he said, "I think that's normal, natural, and I'm so happy for you." And he has supported me every step of the way.
But he may say that, just getting back again to your church and the confines and your official role as a pastor within the church, in that previous life of yours, you may believe, or you may have believed, or people around you may still believe, not only what you do now is immoral, but is actually a sin.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, you're absolutely right. What I do is very polarizing. People are either A-okay with it or they're not okay with it. And so at the end of the day, I just have to decide what I am called to do and trust that calling on my life and let the chips fall where they may. And a lot of people have come around to support me, and I have lost a lot of people along the way as well.
Yeah, but we should say we're showing what are almost like family snaps of you there. I just want to explain to people watching at home, this is not representative of what Nicole does, because it's pretty graphic what you do. No holds barred.
It's a little more exposed, yes. When I first started, I was very more conservative and modest, and I've slowly become more and more open and comfortable. And now there's definitely more explicit content on there, not safe for your channel today.
So have you left the church, Nicole? Did you choose to leave because now of this different career path you've taken, or did the church not want you anymore?
I think it was a mixture of both. It was a mixture of me not being able to feel like I could bring my fullness, the fullness of myself to that space. And also, the more I trusted myself and walked down my path, the less it was acceptable at the church. So it was kind of a mutual releasing of one another.
But the story, Nicole, again, just getting back to that, is incredible, because a lot of people in their lives say, look, you know, I need to see a life coach. I need to sort out my life. I need direction in my life. But goodness me, what a journey opened up before you. It could hardly be more different.
Yes, and that's actually why a lot of people come to me, because they see me do this hard pivot. I went from one career to an extreme different direction, and they think, okay, if Nicole can do that, then surely I can do what my heart is calling me to do. And so they want to be with someone who's made hard decisions, and not only has made a hard decision, but also has come out on the other side really happy, really successful, doing fulfilling work, because that's what a lot of people are looking for. And I love helping people do just that.
Nicole, you're a mother to 3 young children, 5, 7 and 10. How much do they know about what Mummy does? When will you tell them? Have other people mentioned it at all? How do you feel about that, you know, the career path you've chosen and your children?
It's a great question. I think as any parent, we want the best for our kids and we never want to hurt them. With that, they understand I do modeling. They know I do lingerie modeling. They know I do nude modeling, and it's completely normal to them. And we're already having age-appropriate conversations about the other work that I do. And I think by the time they get older and whenever they discover my work on their own, they'll probably laugh and be like, Mommy, someone can do it better than you. And I'll be like, you're right.
Are people in the church laughing? I mean, you know, when you talk about, you throw in there the other work that you do, which, as I say, must be, I'm imagining, very graphic indeed. Have you had feedback from the church or people that used to be in your congregation?
I've actually had none. And sometimes I wonder if maybe some of them are in my OnlyFans account, because you can create anonymous accounts. So I don't know who everyone is. There is a chance of that. But no one has actually said anything to me. And I think they've seen me living my life, and I'm not available for outside opinions. So people don't give them to me, and I am okay with that.
Well, can you give us an opinion to end with, to somebody, because I think the contrast is absolutely incredible, but to people who are going through whatever their dilemma is now in life, and they think, I fancy trying something new. I'm not advocating they set up a members-only website, but what, in general, has your experience been that you would like to impart to other people?
Beautiful question, Eamonn. I would say you can trust yourself, and your desires are connected to your destiny. And if you trust yourself and you follow your desires, they will lead you all the way home.
Well, Nicole, you are very, very interesting to listen to. It's an incredible story. I'm sure you're equally interesting to watch. But thank you very, very much indeed. That's Nicole Mitchell. She's from Orange County, California, and she was a pastor, and she went to the dark side and is enjoying it very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Should we go to the competition?
Do you ever think of a career change?
A bit speechless.
Would you?
Do I think of a career change? Well, it wouldn't be that, believe me.
Well, look, I'm just asking.
It wouldn't be that.
Thinking.
But, you know, each their own.
I tell you what, if you want £500,000, you could do anything that you would want. But you'd have to enter our competition. And here's Alison to tell you all about it.
Good